Welcome to today's discussion. Today we are solving simultaneous equations of two unknowns. But before we look at this question, if you have come across this channel for the first time, we kindly request that you hit the subscribe button so that anytime we do a video like this, you'll automatically be given a notification. Let us go straight to the question. We are going to begin from equation 2, and from equation 2, where we have y minus x is equal to 2, we are going to make y the subject, and making y the subject means we leave y on this other side. Therefore, we take negative x to the other side, giving us y being equal to 2. Negative x crosses the other side and becomes positive. Having done that, now we go to equation 1 and substitute the value of y with 2 plus x. In this case, in equation 1 where we have xy is equal to 4 minus x squared, we already know that y is equivalent to 2 plus x, and therefore we are going to have x multiplied by y, which is equivalent to 2 plus x, and this one is going to be equal to 4 minus x squared. If we continue by opening the brackets, we are going to have x times 2, giving us 2x. X times x will give us positive x squared, and this one is going to be equal to 4 minus x squared. We can decide to move everything to this other side, such that we have 2x plus x squared. If we move 4 to this other side, it will give us minus 4. Negative x moves to this other side and becomes positive x squared. And if we have moved everything to this other side, we are going to be left with 0 on this other side. Adding the like terms together, we are going to have x squared plus x squared, giving us 2x squared. We have 2x, it doesn't have another like term, and therefore we maintain 2x minus 4, and this one is going to be equal to 0. If we divide all through by 2, we are going to have x squared plus x minus 2 being equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, and therefore I decide to use factorization to work it out. In this case, we need to look for two numbers whose product is going to be equal to 1 times negative 2, giving us minus 2, and the sum of the two numbers will give us positive 1. In this case, the numbers we are going to have will be negative 1 and positive 2, such that if you take negative 1 times 2, you get negative 2, and if you take negative 1 plus 2, you get positive 1. Having done that, we come and write our equation. We begin with the quadratic term, which is x squared. The linear term will be replaced by the numbers, and therefore this is the same as minus 1 is the same as minus x. Then we add 2x, such that minus x plus 2x will give us x. And finally we minus 2, and this one is going to be equal to 0. From there, we factorize them in pairs. Between x squared and x, we have x being common into, we have x minus 1. And if we place this bracket x minus 1 here and consider the second part, we are going to have positive 2 out here. And therefore, if we combine the two parts which are outside the brackets, we are going to have x plus 2. We break one of the brackets, we are going to have x minus 1 being equal to 0. From there, x plus 2 is equals to 0, and therefore x is going to be -2, and x minus 1 is equal to 0, our value of x is going to be +1. Once we have the two values of x, we need now to find the other two values of y, and we are saying when x is -2, what will be the value of y? Y will be equal to, we move back to the main equation where y is going to be 2 plus x, and therefore we take 2, we add -2, which is now our x, and therefore 2 plus -2 is the same as 2 minus 2, giving us the value of y being 0. So in this case, we can simply come and say when x is -2, the value of y is 0, and when x is equals to +1, then the value of y is going to be equal to, we go back, y will be equal to 2 plus x, and our x is 1. Therefore, y will be equal to 3, and that becomes the solution for this particular question. Thank you for watching, and welcome to this channel. And in case you're watching this channel for the first time, kindly take 1 second and click the subscribe button so that anytime we produce a video like this, you'll automatically be given a notification.